Here we go. We'll start with that.
To my surprise, he did the
Monster
That'd be our
Mash.
intro. The Monster Mash. All
It was a graveyard smash. It caught on
right,
with
bro.
fire.
Halloween is here finally. We're in the spooky season. Fall's here. Well, fall's
Favorite
been here
time
a
of
little
year,
bit,
brother.
but
I love it. I feel like I'm more
regardless,
energetic this time of year. I'm fucking ready to be outside doing stuff.
we're ready to be
Football's here.
outside. Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
man. Let's
football.
do this. We are on week 9. Week nine's here. Season's moving right along. We're getting. I guess this is the halfway point, ain't it? Because there's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Heck
it
yeah.
is. Exactly halfway.
All right. Well, that's fun.
That's
Let's
what's up.
do that. We missed a week on here, so we had our personal bye week. I guess hopefully we won't have any more of those. So, why does Herbert's hair look like that? Far?
I
He
don't
look
know. It's
blonde as
very
hell. Oh
blonde.
God.
Very, very blonde.
All right, man. You ready to
All
jump into
right.
this? It's been a minute.
Ready to talk about our spooky picks we got
We
for
a
this
little
Halloween day?
rusty. Yeah, yeah.
Let's go. All right. Starting off with the Thursday night games. We got the Texans and Jets. Um,
The
Texans
Texans and
6 and
Jets.
2. Jets is 2 and 6. How you feeling on this?
All right, buddy. I think I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. I ain't picking the Jets to win unless they're playing a terrible team. So I'm gonna go with the Texans. They're gonna get the spirits on their side and pull out a win. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it is a Halloween game, so that's kind of neat. That don't happen a lot.
Yeah,
Right? I don't
that's
guess
cool.
it
Cool.
does. I mean, yeah,
Looking forward to seeing some of the fans dressed up now. See what kind of players
yeah.
dress up during the game.
Might
It'll
be
be
some
cool.
cool people in the stands. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. But
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
no. My point is, it's gonna stand. I feel like the Texans are doing good. The Jets are doing bad. That's how I see it going right there. Easy enough.
All right. So my heart wants to go with Aaron Rodgers and the boys at the Jets, but my brain is like, nah. They've been playing like shit. They I don't know what's going on with them, dude. They just got so many distractions, and they're not clicking like the way they should be. I mean, Rodgers got his boy Devontae Adams back, and they should be rolling right along, but it's actually the opposite. So I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go Texans on this
All right. I just realized, dude, Cleveland is 7-1 on here. It's crazy.
one. Yeah, they are. One game better than us.
For anybody that's actually paying attention, we did fix our record. We had a loss and it didn't get counted, so we fixed it to where we're 6-1 now. So don't want to hear
Yeah.
no cheating accusations.
Surely they wouldn't think we would be cheating, bro.
I mean,
All
that's the
right.
only way we could win, probably.
So let's move into our Sunday slate of games. Starting off with a banger, we got the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons.
this might be a
Dallas coming in at 3-4, and Atlanta at 5-3.
this might be a really good game, man. It might be a really fun. I mean, it could go either way. I feel like, but it might be a really fun, high-scoring situation. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it to Atlanta. Dude, I can't make up my mind on them. I pick against them and then they win, and I pick for them and then they lose. So I'll probably pick them and they'll lose this week. So I'm sorry, Atlanta fans, but I want them to win. I do like Kirk Cousins and a lot of the Atlanta players, but I don't like the Cowboys. I know this one's kind of hard for you because you don't like either one of these teams, but I'm gonna give it to Atlanta just because I mean they've been. I don't know. The Cowboys just haven't been looking right. They just seem to find a way to lose games.
yeah, yeah. This one is kind of difficult for me because I don't like neither one of these teams, but I'm going with Atlanta, man. I like Kirk Cousins and Atlanta. They've been clicking finally. They're looking good on offense and defense, and they pretty much I feel like now got the NFC South on lockdown. Dallas is still struggling in the NFC East, so I think Atlanta's gonna win this one pretty easy.
All right, I feel you, bro. We should have put Winston in over Watson if it gave us an option. This
Yeah, that's
loser
true.
got benched in real life, out for the season, whatever. Same thing.
All right, let's go to another NFC South matchup. Well, excuse me, an NFC matchup with the New Orleans Saints and Carolina. New Orleans coming in at 2-6, and Carolina is 1-7. Ooh, what's going on?
All right, bro. It's been a minute since I picked the Panthers, but I'm gonna do it this week. Uh, I don't know. New
don't
Orleans just
don't
has
don't
not.
don't do it
I'm
to yourself, bro.
I'm gonna
Don't
do it.
do
I
it.
don't care. You pick against them so you can give that reverse psychology thing that we both do. But I'm
There
gonna
you go. I
go
got a sax on Watson. Let's
nice.
go.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Panthers, man. New Orleans has been looking kind of rough. They've lost so many players, so many injuries, and it's just
Yeah,
like ever since their hot start, they've just been nothing. I mean, they just
yeah.
been
They have
going
have had
way
some
backwards, man.
some injuries. So actually, both of these teams have had some injuries.
Yeah,
So
they have.
I mean, both of them struggling right now. But I'm going with the Saints, man. I don't know. I ain't got no faith in Carolina right now. I will give Bryce credit. He did look better this past weekend against the Broncos. But it still wasn't enough to get the job done. But I'm going with the Saints. I think overall the Saints has got the better defense, and I think it's going to come down to that. And but yeah, I'm going Saints.
I see. My big reasoning, we're not gonna spend too much time on it, but my big reasoning for picking the Panthers would be the fact that they stood pretty strong against the Broncos. I mean, I know they lost and it was not a close game for a little while, but they did have a pretty decent game against a really good defense, and I don't think the Saints defense is as good as the Broncos. But
Yeah, that's true.
that's my reasoning for that. But anyways,
All right, let's
we
go
got
into
one disagreement. No, yeah, one disagreement so far.
one. Yeah. Um, let's go to Denver and Baltimore. The teams we was just talking about. Both of these teams are 5-3. That's interesting.
Um, ooh, yeah, this is interesting. I, hmm, I'm gonna
You want
go
me to go first on
with
this?
the hot take on this one, bro. I'm gonna say that the Broncos are gonna win.
Okay.
I don't
All
know
right.
why I feel that way, and I don't think it's truthfully likely, but I don't know. Baltimore has a big problem about playing down to their team, like to their opponents. It seems like to me, and
Yeah.
I think that'll be another situation here. They'll play down. Plus, I mean, Denver's been looking good. Their quarterback's looking real good. I freaking hate Sean Payton, but I mean, I hate to say it. He's been coaching good games, and their defense is doing real good still. So yeah, I feel like this might be one of them games that no one expects, but the Broncos will pull it out.
Yeah. That's very true.
Good lord!
Wow.
Wow, he aired that ball
What
out,
a
dude. I just tapped it.
play, dude. What a play. Sorry for the silence right there. That was amazing. I couldn't think of anything to say.
I just tapped it,
Uh,
bro. It's launched it. I
all
seen you
right.
running down the field.
I'm going with Baltimore. They coming off
Yeah,
a loss against the Browns, obviously last week. Which credit to Jameis Winston for getting in there and leading the Browns to their victory. That was pretty good. But I'm going Baltimore. I think they're gonna be mad. They're gonna come off that loss angry, and I think they're gonna. Plus, Bo Nix is rookie still, so he's still got a lot of stuff to work on. And Ravens has got a really solid defense, so I'm going Baltimore.
you're probably right. But
All right, moving right along, we got the Miami Dolphins and Buffalo Bills. Miami is 2-5, and Buffalo 6-2.
oh lord. Um, yeah, I think this will be a good game. Also, could be a high scoring kind of situation. But I'm gonna give it to the Bills just because I mean you're looking at what they're sitting at. They're 6-2, like you said. The Dolphins just got Tua back, and Arizona beat them. So if we can beat them, then the Bills can surely beat them. Um, But
Me
on
too.
top of that, I think it's kind of one of those situations where the Bills are going to be playing real hard because they're in a good spot in their division and they want to keep a good lead. And, obviously they don't want to go backwards. So I think they're going to come to play. And Josh Allen's been same thing he does every year, lighting it up, man. Early on, he threw his
Yeah,
first interception this past week, right? I think it was his first one. So I mean, that's a
yeah, I
big
think
thing
it
to
was.
say.
Yeah,
He played this many games without any picks, and uh, James Cook, been killing it in the running game. I mean, they've had a good team all around. So I think that they'll pull it out against the Dolphins here.
yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna go Buffalo on this one. I just think that obviously Arizona won against Miami last week, and that was a close game. Ended up winning it with a field goal. Um,
That's what we do.
but I don't know, man. Tua just came back off an injury, and I don't know. I feel like they just need a couple more weeks to get back in rhythm really good. So I'm going with Buffalo. Buffalo seems to be clicking right now. Keenan Allen, Keenan Allen, Keon Coleman, sorry, the rookie. He seems to be doing really good. He's picked it up the last couple weeks. Has some double-digit fantasy point
Oh,
games. So that's a good sign for them. James Cook is unstoppable, and then they got a really solid defense. So I think Buffalo will take care of business.
Jerry Judy's bum ass just scored on us.
All right. Speaking of bums, let's go to the Las Vegas Raiders and Cincinnati Bengals.
Two
Let's.
bum ass teams right now.
Las Vegas is 2-6, and the Bengals is 3-5.
Man, this is hard for me to say, and I'm gonna pick another underdog situation here. I don't know why I keep doing this. This is why I'm not winning on the year for our picks, but I'm gonna give it to the Raiders, dude. And let me tell you why. Because Joe Burrow just spoke, maybe yesterday, or the day before, kind of had a little, a little talk about how he feels about the team, and he just seems so just just done. He just, and I don't know, the way he sounded, the way he talked, the way he looked, he just seemed like he was just so just tired, just bummed out. And I mean, he's the only thing that's been keeping the team alive is the offense, him and the offense. And at this point, it feels like if the defense is just going to keep losing the games for them, and if they just keep having these heartbreaking losses, that eventually it just wears on a team and it starts to make it harder for them to play. And I think they're at that point, unfortunately. So I think I hate to say it, man. I think the Raiders will sneak out a win here and just add to the Bengals' sad season.
No, I don't think that they're gonna sneak out a win at all, bro. I think they'll beat the crap out of the Bengals. Actually, they're getting Jacoby Myers back on offense. He's coming back off of injury, so that's gonna give their offense a really good boost. Obviously, they got some Max Crosby on defense, a superstar. Gardner Minshew's back in playing quarterback again. So I'm going. I like it. I like the Raiders taking the Bengals in this one.
All right. Well, I thought I
So
had a surprising pick there, and you come out and said it
no,
was logical. So at least if I'm going down,
no.
you're going down with me on that one.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Um, Moving on, we have the Los Angeles Chargers
Yep.
at 4-3, and the Cleveland Browns at 2-6.
This game right here, we're playing.
Yeah.
Um, Son of a bitch, bro. Ooh, we about to lose this game, dude. God. Um, I'm gonna give it to the Browns. They've
All
beaten
right.
us on here. They're gonna beat them in real life. The Chargers, man, like there's something about them, man. I think you talked about it in one of our past videos that like there's just something about them that just does not seem like it's there. They're doing fine and they're winning some games and stuff, but man, it's just like there's this. I can't tell what it is. I don't know if you mentioned it before, but it's just there's something that's just not there, and I feel like that's going to be an issue. The Browns' defense is probably top three defenses in my opinion in the league right now, and now their offense just got a lot better. Last week with the changing of the quarterbacks. So I gotta be honest, this might be a bad day for the Chargers.
All right. This one I'm disagreeing. I'm going Chargers with this one.
All right.
When ever since their bye week and Herbie come back from the injury, man, Herbert's been balling out. He's been playing with a little bit more attitude than I've seen from him in recent years. Harbaugh's coaching him up, and he's buying into it. The team's buying into it. Lad McConkey's balling out. He's finally getting it together and starting to come up with some big plays. So that's always fun to see. And they got the Chargers, man. They got a really solid defense there. Not a lot of people talks about their defense, but it's pretty solid, man. I think it's one of the top five, maybe for sure top 10 in the league this year. So I think it's going to be a little bit too much for Jameis. He might have a few picks in this game, but I think the Chargers can come out on top.
He'll probably throw 3 or 4 interceptions, but he'll have 5 or 6 touchdowns to go with it. So
Yeah, but yeah, I'm going Chargers.
I'll point out another thing: Arizona beat the Chargers 2 weeks ago too. So you want to rethink your choice? No, I'm just kidding. That's my
Hey, I've
that's
been
my
picking it.
measuring stick. If
I've
Arizona
been
can beat them,
picking
they can't win
Arizona.
to nobody else.
I feel you. All right, let's go to the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Washington 6-2, and the Giants is 2-6.
Washington and the Giants. This one feels like too easy to say. It just feels like Washington's going to win against pretty much a lot of teams that we say. I think Washington's going to pull out the win against them. And the Giants. I mean, I'm not a big bashing on the Giants like a lot of people are, but it's the facts are there, the stats are there. They're not doing so hot in general, but they've been keeping some stuff competitive, and they've had some sparks here and there. But I still think that the Commanders having their quarterback back. Uh,
Yeah.
I think they'll pull this win out. Probably pretty. It might be a little lopsided, unfortunately.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, I think Commanders gonna wipe the floor with the Giants, man. They just, I don't know. I don't know what it is about the Giants, man. They're just, I don't know. It's just one of the bottom organizations in the league, and it has been ever since they lost Eli Manning to retirement. Man, I feel like, kind of feel like they got cursed in a way when that year they benched Eli Manning. They're like his last year before he retired. I think that cursed them, man, because they just ain't looked the same since then, in my opinion. Um, they looked all right against the Steelers Monday night, but yeah, I think Washington's too good right now. They're playing really good on defense and offense. So
God, I was trying to score so
the
hard, bro.
touchdown.
My bad.
Yeah.
It's
Now
been a
you
tough
good.
game.
Moving on, the New England Patriots coming in at 2-6 versus the Titans 1-6.
All right, man. What do I tell you about the Patriots? I
You go
said
with
I'm
them
gonna
every week
pick
for
them
some reason.
every damn week. I don't care. I don't even know why. It's just a team that I'm like feeling some kind of way about this year. I'm gonna pick them for everything. I've been wrong obviously because they're 2-6, so I've been wrong quite often. But I don't think I'm gonna be wrong this time. I think the Titans are not looking so hot. There's some. Is their quarterback injured for the Titans still? I know he was hurt recently, but
Yes, I believe he was hurt, and they bet was playing Mason Rudolph.
yeah.
What's me
So
personally, I like Rudolph over Will Levis personally,
yeah.
and also another thing, Drake May got a concussion last game, so he may or may not play this Sunday, depending on if he can pass concussion protocol and get a practice in. So it could be Jacoby Brissett in there. We just have to pay attention. I think he's still listed as questionable as far as today, the last I've seen.
So it might be a backup quarterback versus backup quarterback kind of situation in this game. Um,
Yeah.
Either way, man, I think I'm still going to give it to the Patriots, uh, whether the quarterbacks for both teams play or their backups play. I still think I'm going to give it to the Patriots. Um, I don't know why. I don't ever have a reason for this.
I
Every
actually
week I pick them. I just never have a reason for it.
I
The
like
Titans
the I
suck,
like the
unfortunately, but
yeah I like the Patriots too over Tennessee. I do. To me, they're more a complete team. They're
yeah.
playing pretty good. Their defense is really solid. It's always been solid. In Tennessee, yeah, they're kind of like the Panthers, man. They're down there in the bottom barrel with my Panthers. So give me the Patriots. All right,
Well, I mean,
let's go.
who does the Titans really have left on their team? I mean, they traded Hopkins away, which I mean, I ain't gonna say he's the best in the world anyway. He's getting older, but
Well, they got two solid players on defense that one of them that L'Jarius Sneed they acquired in the offseason from the Chiefs. He's like one of the top corners in the league. And then also they got their that big defensive lineman Justin Simmons, who
yeah, I
he's
meant
really
more
good.
like on offense. So there's not really a lot going on there, and I
What you
just
talking about, bro? They got All Star Pollard back there, baby. Pollard running it up. What you
they
talking
got
about? And Mr.
Ridley
Ridley, the
catching
Riddler,
some
Riddler.
passes.
They got the Riddler back there. Come on, they got some weapons. Not really.
I like the all the memes and stuff about son of a bitch about Ridley's stat line being like you know
Yeah.
10 targets, 2 catches, 20 yards every game.
All right, so let's go to your game. We got the Bears and the Cardinals. This might be a closer game than people think. Bears are coming in at 4-3. Cardinals 4-4.
Well, I hate to do it, bro. but I'm gonna continue to do it because it's been working. I've been picking against them and they've been winning more. We are on our first winning streak of the whole damn season. We've actually won two games back to back, so we're due for a loss. And I think the Bears, man, they had a heartbreaking ending to their game. They're probably gonna be pissed. So I think Arizona's probably gonna get beat here, and it's gonna suck, and I'm gonna be sad. But it's another week of
Well,
sadness, another week of misery. What's
I'm gonna
different?
keep doing it, bro. You keep picking against them, I keep picking Arizona, and they've been pulling it out. So I'm gonna keep riding along on that train. Let's go Arizona. Uh, yeah, that's all I gotta say.
I hope
Arizona,
so.
baby. Let's
I
go.
hope so. If it comes down to defenses, our defense is gonna be smashed because they're Swiss cheese compared to anybody else.
All right, let's go down to the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jacksonville's 2-6. Philadelphia's 5-2.
Look like Philadelphia got their old school logo on here, so maybe they're
Yeah,
playing with some old school unis. Maybe I don't know.
maybe they'll
So,
have that old school attitude back and be a dog on defense instead of playing like cheerleaders. But we'll see.
well, I mean, I've picked against Philadelphia a lot this season, and I don't know. Maybe I just have a problem with them for some reason. I don't know what my deal is with them, but I ain't gonna pick against them this time because the Jaguars don't have a lot going for them, and the little bit that they have been going for them just seems like it's gonna get worse and worse. They just lost Christian Kirk for the rest of the season, which I mean, I ain't trying to be no way, but he wasn't making a huge difference anyway this year. It's been kind of
Which is
iffy.
honestly, I was surprised
Me
about that
too.
dude
I
because
was very
he was
surprised by
like
that
their
too, but
centerpiece last year. Yeah,
I think he deserves to go to another team and get another shot again. I like Kirk. I liked him when he
there's
was with
still
the
a
Cardinals.
possibility that he could be traded. So just
Yeah,
keep an eye out. So it's very possible.
dang.
Oh, where's the
But my
flag?
point is, like I was saying, I do think that the Jaguars are just, they've had a couple wins, but it's been messy, and I don't think they're kind of like you said with another team earlier. With you said with the Titans, it kind of feels like the Jaguars are just not a complete team, and obviously the Eagles are pretty good still. Jalen Hurts is like number three quarterback, I think, at the moment. So I do think uh, I do think the Eagles will probably win this one pretty easily.
Oh yeah, no question. Give me the Eagles all day. Moving right along, this is gonna be a good one. We got the Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers. Detroit 6-1, Green Bay 6-2.
Divisional game, you gotta love it.
Big time divisional game. Looks
I've
like
been
Green Bay's going with their old school uniforms as
yeah,
well
they
this
got their
weekend.
logo out too. Yeah,
Yeah,
their
let's
old
go.
school uniforms are kind of crazy looking. Um, I've been a big fan of Green Bay this year. I've talked about him a lot. I really like him. I'm really liking Jordan Love. He's been he's been inconsistent, but I don't know, man. He's kind of just got that like I don't know what I'm trying to say. He's just got that like I don't care vibe, but it's like a good kind of I don't care. He comes out there and just throwing it, slinging it, but he does throw a lot of interceptions, had a lot of bad passes, but he's also doing a good job of scoring, and the team's doing good all together. But the Lions, man, the Lions might be the best team in the league. Maybe if not, they definitely top three. They're pretty serious. Their defense
Yeah.
is not, not the greatest, but I think that their offense will still outplay Green Bay's defense, and this will be. It might be a little bit closer than some of their other games have been so far, but it uh, it should go the Lions' way. I'm pretty sure. This is one that could go either way, but
Yeah, I'm going Lions too. I've been kind of rolling with the Lions a little bit this year. I really like them, man. Golf's playing great. What? Let me just rephrase that. Their whole team's playing great. They're doing really good. Unfortunately, lost to Hutch,
yeah.
but they've still been balling out even with him being out. So this will be a close game for sure. I feel like, but I like Detroit over the Green Bay. So we'll see how it works out. Let's go to the Rams and the Seahawks. Rams at 3-4. Seattle's 4-4.
Well, another divisional game. This is a division that's very tight already. Everybody's basically tight except for the Rams. They have the lower record. But I think the Rams will pull it out. They'll tie up the division. We'll all be four and whatever, four and something by the end of this week. But I definitely
Pretty good,
think
bro.
I don't know. It's good. I definitely think that it's probably gonna be the Rams. That's what I'm feeling.
Oh, I thought you was gonna celebrate with me.
I thought he was going to
Yeah,
too, but it didn't do it. But maybe I should have initiated or whatever. But
yeah,
yeah. Anyway, the Seahawks have been. I talked about it briefly before. They've won games, but they've lost games, and like it just kind of seems like the games they've won has just been sort of lucky against some not so great teams, and then the games they've lost, it just been not looking very consistent all around. And the Rams just got back. I mean, both of their receivers are back now. Their offense should be a lot better. Their defense is still going to be kind of iffy, but I still think that the offense will be able to keep up, and they'll probably be able to dunk on the Seahawks. This might be a embarrassing loss for the Seahawks.
yeah. Seahawks have been weird this
Weird.
season. I don't know what it is. They've looked really good in some games, and in other games they just like hit the table, and you're like, what's going on with these
Hmm.
guys? But yeah, I think the Rams also they got their two Lightning and McQueen back. They got Cooper Cup and Puka, and I think Stafford's gonna have a great game just throwing it back and forth between those two. But let's go
It
Rams.
should be. I mean, it should be it really. I said I think the Rams will win, and it might be lopsided. I do think that, but it's also got the potential to be one of them games that could just kind of be messy and just go whichever way. Might be a high-scoring game. It's
Yeah,
hard to say, but like yeah, there's just something going on with the Seahawks. It's kind of hard to
it is
really
a it
soundly
is
pick
a
them.
di- it is a divisional game,
Yep.
and divisional games are wild sometimes because they can do whatever and you're not expecting it. So might be a good one to watch. All
Some.
right. Moving right along. We're
I wish they
doing
both
good.
could.
We
I wish
got
they both could lose somehow. I wish that was a possibility.
they might could tie maybe.
Yeah.
Moving into Sunday night football, we got the Colts and the Vikings. Colts 4-4, Vikings 5-2.
Oh Lord.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Colts and the Vikings. All right, dude. I'm a Vikings. I like them. They're one of my favorite teams too.
Yeah.
But for some
Whoa.
reason, I think the Colts are going to win this game. Joe Flacco's their starter now. About to breathe some life. Damn, we scored fast. About to breathe some
That's
life
good.
into their offense. I mean, they've looked good with him. They've looked pretty good without him. Even with Richardson, but they've looked better with Flacco, and now he's going to be the starter. Um, and it's kind of hard when the team's changing quarterbacks back and forth to really plan for who to, what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to plan the game plan around it. So them changing their quarterback this late into the week might make it a little harder for the Vikings to really get a feel for who they're going to be playing. So their whole game plan might have to be adjusted to playing against Flacco instead of Richardson. So I can see this being a pretty close game too, score wise. But I think the Colts might just sneak it out there somehow. Maybe a field goal last minute kind of situation.
Okay. Coming out swinging with that one.
Yeah, I feel bad saying it because I want the Vikings to make it to the playoffs.
uh, I don't know, dude. This one's hard for me for some reason. I'm
It's
not gonna
tough.
lie. But I think I'm gonna go with the Vikings. Coming off a couple losses, and I think they're gonna bounce back. I think possibly they get Hawkinson back in this game, so I think that could be a big help for them on offense. So I'm going Vikings on this
Hawkinson could wait one more week and I'd be fine with it because I don't want to
one.
play him in fantasy this week.
I bet.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, this one of them games that could be kind of either way. So we'll see who's right
Yeah.
at the end of the week. But probably you because you always seem to be right and I'm always wrong. So
Well, never know, dude. All right, Monday Night Football. Got the Buccaneers and the Chiefs. Buccaneers 4-4. Chiefs 7-0. The only undefeated team left.
well, as much as I hate to say it, man, the freaking Chiefs are probably gonna win. Unfortunately, I think the Buccaneers might would have been more likely to win if they hadn't just lost both of their best receivers and they did a good job without them. I mean, they had some good gameplay without their two receivers, but it's just too hard losing two big players of a caliber like that. I mean, look at the Rams; they lost both their receivers and they had a rough time without them. Same situation here. It feels like the Buccaneers are just gonna have they're gonna have a hard time until they figure out what to do at receiver, or until someone steps up or something. So I hate to say it,
Yeah.
but the freaking Chiefs are probably gonna win.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say the Chiefs. I hate to say it, but they've been the way they've been looking, man. I don't know what it is. They figuring out ways to win, and unfortunately, it looks like they're gonna be the ones making it back to the playoffs again. So
Oh my God,
we will find out. But yeah,
bum
I'm
ass
going
Jerry
Chiefs
Judy
over
again.
Bucks. Yeah.
What do
Hope
you
I hope Baker Mayfield proves me wrong though. I'd love for them to win. That'd be cool.
what do you
But
always
I
say
don't
about
feel
the
like it.
Chiefs? Every single time you bring the Chiefs up, ref ball. That's what it is every single time.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's what it seems like.
Yeah. So it's really hard to pick against the Chiefs when you just feel like I'm not one of those. It's rigged people. I ain't that kind of person, but it does just feel like it's just so
Yeah.
hard to like root against them or anything because you just know they're going to somehow win and it's going to be something controversial every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we didn't mention this at the beginning of the video, but our two bye teams this week, we got the Steelers and the 49ers on the byes. I'm happy about the
Yeah.
Niners because this gives Arizona a big chance to take the lead of the division if we can win our game.
Yeah. That's
Honestly,
true.
it's talking about the Rams and the Seahawks. I really, as much as I don't like the Rams, I would rather the Rams win because if they win and Arizona wins, we number one in the division. We ain't got to worry about it. We'll be one game
Right.
ahead of everybody else. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it will be.
But
It's very possible, bro.
I mean, how hard do you think it'd be for Carolina to really catch back up in their division? I mean, they're only one loss behind the
Ah,
the Saints, bro. If they beat the
think
Saints, they're tied.
I think it's gonna be tough. Honestly, I think it's gonna be tough. Only because, not because of Bryce and the offense, but I think our defense is just too far injured, and they just have so much trouble stopping everybody. I mean, they fight and fight and fight, but until eventually they give up, because they're tired and wore out. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think we can catch up. We might can like change positions and jump maybe to third place, which I take it. That'd be a big improvement. So if we can get to third or something, I'll take that. But
How about this, real fast, before we run out of time? What's one game? Looking at the list here in front of us, what's one game that you're excited? You're really excited for this week? Just quickly, I'll tell you mine real fast for you because I'll probably be faster than you will. Because I already got it in my mind. You had to look a second. I'm gonna go with the one we were just talking about, the Packers and the Lions game. If Jordan Love plays, I think this will be a very fun game to watch. If he plays, I hope he does,
yeah,
because it'd be a lot more fun getting to watch him, play against the Lions, divisional rivals, both good teams. I think it's gonna be a fun
yeah.
one.
I'm gonna go with the one our coach suggested, Atlanta and Dallas. I think that's gonna be a really good game.
Coach, that probably would be a good game. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
yeah.
we done,
I
man.
think it'll
We
be pretty high scoring. So it'd be. I'm excited to see that. Always happy
yeah.
to see Dallas get beat. So
That's
yeah.
very true. All right. Well, we done. That's our picks for the week. And
Let's
we
go.
pulled out a
Happy
win
Halloween,
here too.
everybody.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween.
Go get
Let's
you some
go.
candy. A little trick or treat.
Yeah. I looked in the mirror, bro. I so ugly. I scared myself today.
Hey, I feel you, bro. That happens to me every day too. Not even on Halloween, every day. So, to our video watchers, we got a few more seconds here, and we're done. It's probably be one big
Let's go.
last throw and play, maybe a hail mary, because I mean, I guess they could technically,
Let's see if you can get your second pick, brother.
7, 8. No, they can't even. They could tie the game up, I guess.
Hmm.
Oh, good
See
lord,
if they got
I'm
one of them
not even
Jaden Daniels
nowhere near
things.
it, dude. I'm so far away. All right, well, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully our picks our videos will keep coming since we missed that one week, but we had a lot going on. Um,
Yo, yo.
as I say every single week, if you're going to place any bets based off of our advice, follow Chase. It's because he's got a much better record for the year than I do.
Just I take a lot less chances than Dustin. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, I guess if you picked mine, you'd win a lot of money because I'm picking underdogs every time.
That's a good thing sometimes. Them underdogs hit, bro. They be like hitting. I'm like, yeah, yeah.